Good evening. It's time for another fabulous lesson ahead of time. Tonight we're going to be reviewing area, perimeter, and volume. Just a very quick review. I've made a foldable here for you that has information about volume. The volume to find of prisms and cylinders is very easy because you're going to take the volume of the base, that shape that's on the bottom. For a cylinder it would be a circle, for a prism depends on what kind of prism it is. And you're going to multiply that times the height. For a pyramid, cone, and sphere, it's a little different. Luckily, all this information is on your star math chart. To start, we're going to look at squares. Squares have a perimeter of 4 times s and an area of side times side, or side squared. So if the total area I'm giving you is 64 square feet, what is the perimeter? The first thing we have to do is figure out what times what equals 64, or s squared equals 64, so we have to take the square root of 64. That's going to give us the side. So that means that one side equals 8. To find the perimeter, we do 4 times 8, which is 32. Next, we have a perimeter. This is a second type of tricky problem where they tell you that the perimeter is 48 feet. So 4 times s equals 48. So then we have to solve for a side, so then we can turn around and find the area. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and I get that my side is 12. Area equals side squared, which is 12 squared, and that's one of those facts you should know, is 44 square feet. Please note that for perimeter, it's just regular feet, but for area, it's square feet. Now let's look at a rectangle. A rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width to find the perimeter, or you can add the length and the width first and then multiply that by 2. To find the area, you're going to do length times width. The total area of a square is of a rectangle is 54 square feet. If the length is 9, what is the perimeter? So 54 equals 9 times w. Divide both sides by 9. So w equals 6. Now you can find the perimeter by using either of these two formulas. I prefer this one. 9 plus 6 is 15 times 2 equals 30. So our perimeter is 30 feet. Here's a second tricky problem. The perimeter is 24 feet. So we have 2 times L plus 2 times W equals 24. And the length is 8 feet. So really, this is 2 times 8 plus 2 times W equals 24. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus 2W equals 24. I remove that 16 from both sides. That leaves me with 8 is equal to 2W. So my width equals 4. You should be able to figure out the area on your own. Remember that it will be square feet. On the back side, we're looking at triangles. To find the area of a triangle, it is 1/2 the base times the height. I've given you 2 different types of triangles here. I want you to find the area and the perimeter of both. Okay? Please make sure you find the area and the perimeter of both. This is the height right here. That's 6. For the trapezoid, the perimeter is written above, and the area is 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height. You're going to do 2 example problems here as well. Here's your height. This is an isosceles trapezoid. This is another type of special trapezoid because it has right angles in it, which is often something that people don't believe are in trapezoids. I'm going to turn it this way so that you can see that this is base 1 and this is base 2. Okay? Because the bases are parallel. And the height, here you can see, is 7. Okay? Now the last but not least, we have the circle. The perimeter of a circle has a special name. It's called the circumference. And you can find it by doing 2 pi r, or pi times the diameter, where r is the radius and 2 times the radius is the diameter. The area of a circle is pi r squared. So for practice, I'm going to give you a diameter. Let's do 6 inches. And a radius here of, let's do 2 inches. Figure those out. I want the perimeter and circumference for both. The perimeter and area, circumference and area for both circles. Perimeter and area for both trapezoids. Perimeter and area for both triangles. And I'll see you in class.